Alrighty. Alrighty. It worked this time. Hey, Jesse. No Napper team yet. Hey, Mike. Tommy. Awesome. Just checking. I'm going to check the auction here. Took me a while to get this up and running. Hopefully there won't be any interruption with the stream today, like there was last time. Hopefully. I had interruptions this morning on the internet. Richard. Mic sounds great. Awesome. The microphone is working. That's always a good sign. Auction time. This is the... Yeah, we'll wait a few minutes before everyone gets here. Got a lot of bids for that root beer, Montel. Ralph. That paper thin transparent point in the auction, Montel. Just wow. Hey, I want to see it again. Funny, I have them right here. See? It's a tater chip. Or is it not? There we go. We can see it there. I like it. Yep. But I've got to pass it on. It's the law of the West. Mike, the usual crowd so far, yeah. Mike Mason. How's it going? Yep, the usual early birds are here. I went out and got a little piece of green to put on for St. Patrick's Day because I have no green clothes right now. Hey, yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. I got a piece of celandine, but it's starting to wilt already. Anyways, I have camouflage stuff that's kind of green, but it's all in storage. Keith, switch stage. Yeah. Hold on. I got to check the auction again because I interrupted myself and hit the wrong button. Oh, no, I did hit the wrong button. I couldn't see the replies because they were like way down at the bottom of the reply section. I'm trying to hit all the replies with a like so people know that I see the bids. Yeah. Bill Taylor made it. Yeah, grab your sandwiches and tea or whatever else you guys drink. Just don't do the hard stuff because then you'll become incoherent on the chat. And I have trouble enough reading the comments. If you guys start misspelling and slurring your replies, so to speak. Hey, Mac Bales. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day. I got some green on, but it's starting to wilt. Let's see. Richard Cummings, does this Bill Taylor live in Weed, California? I don't know. Let's see. Jesse says, I say just go for the gusto and keep thinning like you did on the Montel, even if it possibly breaks. Because when they come out perfect like that, they are out of this world, one of a kind. Yeah. depending on luck is kind of that way, you know. But you know, you don't want to confuse the archaeologists that say it's all skill. Let's see. Mike says, I swear to drink ossifer. You mean swear not to drink. I'm not God. Yeah. You don't have control over your drinking? Hmm. I have control over what I drink, not how much. Yeah, I know. I know. I've heard it before. Let's see. Bill Taylor lives in Beatty, Oregon. Yeah. I'm very particular about what I drink, but I don't have any idea of how much I should drink. Yeah. Except all of it. Mm-hmm. I've had friends like that. Yeah. Goes for smoking too. Mac Bales, have you ever napped an Irish point? I've been asked that before recently. Who asked me that? I have napped. Well, if I think barbed and tanged arrowheads were in Ireland at that time, in the Neolithic. So yes, if you count barbed and tanged arrowheads. But someone just sent me some pictures of stuff from Ireland, and it was mainly like leaf shaped blades and leaf shaped arrowheads. Jesse says, Pat's funny voice again. Do you do anything with pressure or only percussion? Yeah. Dude, can you do mostly percussion because I don't like pressure because it it puts too much pressure on me. Let's see. Jim Cooper, I've been napping green fiber optic today and Burns green obsidian. Lucky Bill. Ralph, face napping some corned beef cabbage, carrots, parsnips, and potatoes. Parsnips. Yeah, can't get any more home comfort food than that. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I was thinking of growing some vegetables in the garden this year, but no. Actually, I'm going to take out that little 6 by 6 foot patch. It's a raised bed. I'm going to take that completely out and then just plant stuff up on the hill. Yeah. I'm going to park my little trailer right where that flower bed is, or that patch 6 by 6 flower bed. It's probably actually a 6 by 4, even smaller. But yeah, I'm not going to grow any vegetables. I'm just going to plant a bunch of stuff on the hill that's not, you know, not a vegetable. I'm going to plant some tobacco. Yeah, let's see. Ralph, you'll be gas napping soon. Oh yeah, with all those veggies, you'll be gas napping for sure. I can't understand how the Neolithic barbed points and stemmed points from Africa are similar to the European Neolithic styles halfway across the planet at the same time frame. Really cool. Yeah. Well, there is kind of a limit to what you can do with stone on the arrowheads. So it kind of, after you've made dozens of different styles of points, some of them are going to match up. There's going to be overlap. Like, let's say a country makes this many points, and another country makes that many points. There's going to be some overlap. When I do this, it's like 100 styles here and 100 styles there. There's going to be a little bit of overlap. Yeah. Open the windows, Ralph. Mm-hmm. We can do it now. I can open the window. It's still light out, and it's like almost 60 degrees. It's ridiculous. Two months ago, it was like 6 degrees. Someone's chowing down on Skyline chili. I used to get Wendy's chili when it was cheap. Yeah. was like $1 last time I got Wendy's chili many years ago. It started snowing here again, says Jim Cooper. Yeah, but I think you're up in the mountains. Doesn't count. This may blow some people's minds, says Mike Mason, but every European is genetically part African. Yeah, I got some. I got some African. Mike Tuff, Cincinnati style chili is great. Yeah. But yeah, you guys are going to have to open the windows up after consuming those. All that chili. I made some stuff that reminded me of chili the other day because I was cooking up leftovers. I had a little package of chorizo and some salsa in a jar, and I didn't want either one to get bad, so I just threw them both together in a pot and stirred it up, and it looked like chili, except I cooked the chorizo first, browned it up a little bit and all that, and then threw the salsa in there. It was good. Elijah, do you think humans will ever rely on stone tools again? I don't know how exhausted iron mines are. Technological regression always fascinates me. Stone tools, rely on stone tools again. Well, we have domestication now. Domesticated animals. They're easy to kill. The domesticated animals and easy to breed. We can always find chickens and rabbits and other domesticated animals. You don't need much to kill those. Back in the day when you had to hunt for half your food or 3/4 of your food, and yeah, you have to have some kind of sharp projectile points. Evan Friedman loves chorizo. Yeah, it's good stuff. Hit that like button, says Mike Tufts. Mike, I miss Skyline Chili and their corn coney dogs, says Ralph. Coney dogs. Mike Mason, Sentinel Island. Someone tell me what's in a coney dog. I forgot what that was. Is that a Coney Island hot dog? Something like that? Let's see. Jim's asks or says, iron is one of the most common materials on the planet. There is no way we'll run out of anytime soon. Well, yeah, as long as you know how to mine it and extract it from the ore. Traditional is mustard, onions, chili, and cheese. Okay. Yeah, I used to have that. I used to like those, I would go to a hot dog stand and they say, okay, what do you want on it? And I said, yes. No, what do you want on it? Yes. Like on Subway, what do you want on it? Yeah, that's right. What? Yeah, that's what I want on it. You want the 4 different kinds of cheese? Is that what you want? What did I say? Let's see. Sentinel Island, I contacted South American tribes. Not everyone is in the metal ages yet. Hot dogs with chili and huge handfuls of grated cheese. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't eat like that anymore. No, not even close. Do I miss it sometimes? Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're new, my name is Patrick. The channel name is Jack Crafty. I have an auction going on now, but it's not a live auction. You just bid in the comments section. And I will periodically check the auction to make sure that I put a like on all the comments that I see, because your comments are your bids. And if I can't see your comments, I can't see your bids. So it won't count. So if you're having trouble, you can contact me in the comment section on the live stream. Just say, hey, what happened to the auction? It's acting stupid. And then I'll see what's going on. So right now, I think everyone's got a like on their bids. Hopefully, except for a couple. I'm finding some brand new bids less than 5 minutes old. The bidding ends, or well, I shut the auction down at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is an hour and 45 minutes. No, 2 hours and 45 minutes. It ends at 9 p.m. Eastern. So excuse me while I check to make sure I see everybody's bids. Here we go. This would help so I don't push the wrong button. All right, I think I got everybody. What did I miss? I didn't miss much. Those turkey tail points are very beautiful. Thanks. Thank you very much. Keith says, hot dogs are my favorite foods and no ketchup on hot dogs. Yeah. Yeah, ketchup on hot dogs is kind of fun. It's kind of strange. I was going to say funny. It tastes funny. I mean, it's not bad. Usually when I used to eat dinner with the kids and stuff when they were little, they're all grown up now. But when I used to do that, we set out little cups of mustard, ketchup, and sometimes ranch dressing and stuff. And then we would eat whatever we wanted, and then we'd be dipping in little cups. And I would dip a hot dog in a cup of mustard. Ketchup once in a while. But yeah, it's not that good. We got into the habit of eating only finger foods after a while. Yeah. Finger foods and dips. Because it was easier. I've got 6 kids. Luckily, they're all grown up now. Luckily. But there was like 10 years there where everyone was in diapers. Or almost all the kids. They don't prepare you for that kind of stuff. Jesse says, thanks for the info on the turkey tail points. I figured they wouldn't be hafted like normal blade with the small notches on the back or a small tang. Yeah. Mac Bales. We flint nappers will fare well after World War III when humanity reverts back to the Stone Age. Yeah, I suppose having these primitive skills will come in handy for sure if we get back into that Mad Max world. But I think mechanic skills will probably be just as important or more important. All the basic skills, mechanic skills, electrician, carpenter, plumber, all the basic skills are going to be extremely important. Yeah, you want to get your house back up and running after the nuclear blast blows it away. Yeah. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully it won't get that bad. Let's see. Yeah, when I was looking up those turkey tail points, I was surprised that some of them are kind of small. So I was thinking this one's going to be too small to be the same size as a real one, but some of them are that small. I was going, cool. Yeah, we can make them out of 6-inch or 5-inch long nodules. Mike Tufts. I like to cut my hot dogs in half and cook them in a skillet until they get browned. Hot dog folds open in bun better to hold ingredients. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Jesse says, I agree. Mechanical skills will be highly sought after. Getting all the old 1950s cars back up and running, the ones with no computers back to the basics. Yeah. Yeah, you have to make sure you can Frankenstein stuff together too, because you might not only have old cars that are simple to work on, you'll have new cars that you'll need to take stuff out and Frankenstein them into another car, get them all. Well, they're not going to be all compatible, but you're going to try to swap out parts where you can. Jim Cooper, I like those Johnsonville cheddar brats. Oh, that sounds good. Here they have the hot dogs with the natural casings. And down in Texas, I had a hard time finding those for a good price. Well, they're kind of expensive here too, but the ones here, the ones I grew up with the natural casings, those are the best. Case them, case them Franks. They have them here, and I eat those all the time. What's no EFI? Keith Ricketts says cars before the mid '80s, no EFI. I forget what EFI is. Mm-hmm. Electronic fuel injection. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, Joseph. Let's see. Yeah, fuel injection. Yeah, there's no electronic fuel injection in the older cars. My first car had a carburetor, and I messed it up. I messed up my own first car trying to work on it. There's on the carburetor. There's an adjustment screw, and I messed that up somehow. So it got loose, and I had to wrap a wire around it so it wouldn't keep getting loose. Let's see. My motorcycle has a carburetor. It says Peter. Yeah, and it's more fuel efficient too. So if you can work on motorcycles, that's a plus. I had a motorcycle too, but it was a small one. I didn't do any work on the engine. I just did regular maintenance on it. I could change the spark plugs in the oil, and I did. I did tighten the chain a couple times. Richard says I was an auto mechanic for 11 years before I became a truck driver. 40 years, dang. Peter says, "Oh, I've had big and small. What model was it? I had a Honda 400, Honda 400T. Yeah, I bought it off a used car lot from a guy that says, "This is what I got one motorcycle back there if you want to see it." I said, "Yeah, let me see." See, I don't got nothing cheap as far as cars, but that motorcycle there, I'll let you have it for like $600. I said, "That's the ticket." He goes, "You got a license for that?" I said, yes. um, I, let's see. I don't know if it was a CB400T. I think it was a two piston. How about a CM400T? Is there such a thing, CM400? I don't know. Yeah, I had a two piston. I had that motorcycle for like 3 years, and it was fun. Yeah, look it up. That's what we're here for, so everyone can look up information and post their knowledge, and ask silly questions and ask some important questions. Anything you want, and auction related or not auction related, it doesn't matter. Archery related or whatever. Let's see. On the ceremonial aspect of the turkey tails, I do think they were hung on the neck. Yeah, because it looks like a really good spot to put a lanyard on there. The blades are very wide and thin, and if you haft them right down here, it'll snap. That'll snap so easily. If you're in a fight or if you shoot it at something, look at that. The motion is terrible. The motion capture is terrible with low lighting. Anyway, it's not good for much unless you use it ceremonially. So I don't know if they were sacrificing stuff with this. I don't know. Or maybe they were offering them as gifts because they say I read one account where they had broken the turkey tails on purpose as sacrifices for an offering on a burial. Let's see. David Blaylock. Good day, snappers. Brennan says, evening all, I've been here, but finishing the chores. Yep. Bill says, my first brand new vehicle was a TT250 back in 1980 something. Interesting. R. Snyder, Killer Cork is big into collecting dirt bikes and motorcycles. Okay. I was thinking about getting a dirt bike. At my age, imagine that, because they got trails everywhere here. Although it's not really motorcycle friendly out here, but you can. There's still some trails where you could take a off-road bike. Scott Lauer, hey church chippers, hey Scott. Peter says, okay, CM and CB appear similar, but some frame differences. Okay, yeah, I think it has CM 400T. Let's see. Jim Cooper says, there was a show called The Colony where they put people into a simulated apocalypse. A large area near LA that was abandoned had to do different stuff like figure out water purification and defense. Yeah. If you look and what happens first in catastrophes where the infrastructure's down, people don't have any food and all that kind of stuff, the first thing that happens is looting. Everyone loots everything. And then they start hoarding. And then once everything is looted and hoarded, they start killing each other until everything's gone. And then they start starving. Yeah. So the best thing to do is just somehow develop a fortress-like place where you can retreat to. So no one can loot you. No one can hide out where you're hiding out. And then when everyone starts to get, when the, you know what hits the fan, you got something to defend yourself with. Yeah, make sure you don't run out of water. You can learn a lot from, if you read accounts of partisan activity during occupations during war, like especially during World War II, when the Russians or the Germans would go through on the Eastern Front and just wipe everybody out. The partisans were able to develop a system where they could still resist, even though they had nothing. Those are good stories to read for end of times. Let's see. Hey, buddy Scott. Let's see. Peter says mine was a 92 CB750 Nighthawk. That's a big one compared to one I had. Let's see. I put dirt bike tires on it. Norton, I got a chunk of sea blue obsidian and broke it. Oh, dang. How big was it? How big are the pieces? David says, I will email the Pacific U pictures, Patrick. I'm a slacker snapper. All right, email me the pictures. Keith says, like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Unless you don't have index fingers, which is possible. I'll cut you some slack. Like I said before, I'll cut you some slack if you don't have index fingers. Yeah, R. Snyder says, Mad Max movie. Are you watching that movie? You won't learn much from that movie. It's just entertainment. Let's see. Yeah, Peter Cohen, that's cheerful. Yeah, talking about the end of days. Well, they were talking about it before. You missed it, right? I don't know. Are we about to discuss the finer points of cannibalism? No. We are not. Even though this video has been designated not for children, we're not going to talk about that. Peter says, build a still for purifying water. Yep. Purifying water. Yep. Let's see, Jim Cooper. Or watch Return of the Jedi. Learn how to fight superior technological forces. Yeah. Norton says, pieces are perfect arrow size, but completely made of hinges and valleys. Okay. So arrowhead size points from the broken piece. He says, if you don't have index fingers, use your nose. Yeah. Jesse says, I was hitting the thrift shops looking for vases and stuff with thick bottoms for napping. Found some of that glowing uranium glass. I want 1 point. I want 1 point out of it, but scared to breathe the nap dust. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know anything about that uranium stuff. I got to look into that. See if that it really is dangerous to inhale the dust from that stuff. R. Snyder, is the heart symbol the like button? Yes. Well, no, that's the up thumb symbol is the like button. You can hit the heart button too if you want. Let's see. Peter says, use your button on the button. Norton, I couldn't breathe the uranium glass. I wouldn't breathe the uranium glass. Yeah, it's not a good idea, but I'm wondering if it really is radioactive enough to be harmful. It is radioactive, yeah. The heart is for algorithms. I don't know. Just hit all the buttons. Even the down button. Every interaction counts as something. Let's see. Scott, great Chuck Flint video. Who did a Chuck Flint video? Cobalt glass, maybe. Yeah, cobalt glass is good. The color, deep blue color is nice. Two cannibals were eating a clown, and one looked at the other and asked, does this taste funny to you? Nuclear launch button. I don't know. Don't hit the big red button. Yeah. Don't turn any keys before you hit buttons. Yeah, you don't want that. That's the nuclear button. Or you had to punch in a code and then push a button. Yeah, and you're in trouble. My green flower wilted. It's not a flower. It's just leaves for St. Patrick's Day. I got another one. Just in case that one died, which it did. Yeah. I don't have any green clothes except for camouflage stuff. I just looked in my closet and I go, I don't have any green clothes? What happened to it all? Oh, yeah, those are my fat clothes. Let's see. Keith says, I've seen that uranium glass. I've heard that it is extremely low reactive. Okay. Good to know. Or Scott posted a video today about chalk flint. Interesting. David, Patrick, have you ever had glass or chips in your eyes? Oh, yeah. It happens at least once every couple of weeks. I get a little spray of glass or chert flakes in my eye. I just drop everything, unless I'm on a video, and then go into the house and, spray wash my eyes with water. Tilt my head the other way. I do both eyes, even though I've only got chips in one eye. I always do both eyes. It helps to get the water running, get the tears running in your eyes. So yeah, I've had chips in my eyes many times. Nothing painful though, luckily. Let's see. Norton says it's low reactivity, but I wouldn't want fine particles in my lungs. They stay there forever. Yeah. Well, almost forever. Yeah. Eventually lots of particles come out when the body will expel it through mucus when you cough it out. But yeah, a lot of those fine particles stay at the bottom of your lungs. It takes years for that stuff to come out. Let's see here. Ed Gould says, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's hippo's really fat and zippo's just a little lighter. Yeah. Let's see, Mike Mason. I had some concretey stuff blow up in my face before, all kinds of bits in my eyes. Had a headache for a couple weeks. Dang. Did you hit it really, really hard as far as the concretey stuff? Did you hit it with a sledgehammer and then got knocked in the eyes with some flakes? I've had a flake bounce off my eye, but luckily it didn't hit my eyeball. A larger flake and cut myself. Let's see. It's hard to remember all these episodes. There's so many other ones. I'm pretty sure I cut myself near my eye with a big flake doing the smash 'em thing. Let's see. Had some, okay, let's see. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Mike David says, ouch. Yeah. I was going to talk about something today. What was I going to talk about? Oh, gosh. When I try to do this on the fly, I can't remember things. But I had something in mind that I wanted to talk about. Well, one thing was Tallahassee quartzite. I thought the Tallahassee that was sent to me was heat treated, but turns out it's just high grade Tallahassee. It's not heat treated. I'm amazed because the last time I napped a bunch of Tallahassee at a nap in, it was all crud. It was not glassy. It was all dull and dry and very difficult to nap through. I mean, it wasn't that dull, but it was dry and difficult to nap through. But this stuff is not anywhere near that. The Tallahassee I got now is pretty good. Mike says, yes, I hit it pretty hard with a quartzite hammer stone. I don't wear contacts for napping anymore. I see. Dawn Reed, I get a few stitches every summer from the rock biting back. Yeah. Luckily, I haven't had stitches. I should have gotten stitches a couple times, but I don't do it. I just wrap my finger with tape or wherever I got the cut. Cheater quartz. Yeah, the Tallahassee, high-grade Tallahassee is definitely cheater quartz. Brennan says, anyone see any of those new slabs Dan added to the website? He keeps talking about putting all those bifaces he showed a while back. I'm itching for that to happen. Still picked up a few things, though. Bifaces. Yeah, I don't watch Dan's channel enough to know what videos have the bifaces. As for corn, hey, Mike Mason, yeah, tough as woodpecker lips. One thing that doesn't ever get tough as woodpecker lips are your eyes. Yeah, unfortunately. I'll be napping some more of that Tallahassee quartzite pretty soon. I just had a request to nap something else too. What was it? Yeah, I get requests by email. Can you nap the most difficult thing that you've possibly found? Because I can send you some. I can send you the most difficult stuff that I have possibly found. Is that okay? I said, well, just hold off. I'm pretty sure I can find some really, really hard stuff to nap. Let's see. David asks, what do you all think about the man-made Nap Easy Rock Hunt Primitive, I think? It is high-grade porcelain. Yeah. Brandon says, Laurel Chert. Yeah, I'm going to nap that Laurel Chert. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I'll nap your Laurel Chert soon enough. Danny's been really busy gathering rock and selling what's done. He'll be back sooner if his back holds up. I see. Ed Gould's been talking to Danny, I guess, about all the rocks. Speaking on hard chert, Laurel, all I'm saying. Yeah, all I'm saying. Yeah. Hard chert. There's also rhyolite. I've got rhyolite sitting there that I need to nap. Well, I don't need to, but I've been requested to do it. But this was years ago. I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, I've napped rhyolite that's incredibly difficult. Only because you have to hit it extremely hard. It naps, right? You do produce flakes on it, and it can be napped, and it's almost indestructible once you get a point out of it. But just hitting it hard enough without crushing the edge, that's the trick. Yeah. Now, a lot of people, not some people have a lot of rhyolite on their property. I had a couple guys years ago say, I got like a whole hillside full of rhyolite. Anytime you want rhyolite, just let me know or come over and you can get, 1,000 pounds of it. I said, okay, good to know. How many times did he have to bend over and touch his toes to pick up a load of rock? Yeah. It's hard on your back when you pick up loads of rock. But I bet you he can go to a spot and clear everything out in less than 2 hours because I've seen it done before. All that's left is little bad nodules and chips. That's it. Back in the days when I first started napping, I would tell people where to go to find stuff, and then I'd go back there, and it's all gone except for little bad nodules and chips. And it was amazing how fast it got done. Yep. So I don't reveal locations anymore. Nope, nope, nope. Sorry. I know it breaks people's heart. You could tell me. Yeah, you could tell me. I won't tell nobody. Cross my fingers on my back. I won't tell nobody's. Yeah. Sure. hmm Except for the guy that owes you money or you owe them money. You go, okay, I owe you like $500. But if I tell you where the rocks are we even? Yeah. Okay then. Blah, 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 blah. There he goes. There goes all the rocks. And then you later on, uh, I would rather have that $500 than no rocks. You know, I don't have no rocks no more. I'd rather have that debt owed and pay him $500 than to lose all them rocks. Too late now. Too late now. Yeah, it's starting to get hot too. In the south, where you get these rocks, a lot of times it's bare, no trees, no grass, no nothing. It's just laying on the surface, and it gets hot. The hardest part for me about gathering rocks in those days was just being out in the blazing sun at the edge of the desert looking for rocks. Yeah, I don't miss that part at all. Mhm. Let's see. Around here, there is some chert, but I got to go north into northern Vermont, but I'm going to go into New York to look for rocks. If Bushy ends up on the live stream, he knows where there's rocks. Uh, Frodo Joe, I'm going to go rock hunting with him. So does Wilderness Quest Outdoors or Jay. He knows where the rocks are. Let's see. Let's see. Joke. What do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer. I found out that I don't do my timing on jokes is not very good, so I got to work on my timing. Yeah. Ed Gould says he has a pile of chalcedony chunks out back that he needs to get to. Well, get to them. Dang it. Rocks are not safe around me. I have trouble doing other things, but when it comes to smashing up rocks, I seem to have no trouble at all getting that done. This stuff looks like root beer, says Ed. Let's see. As for Corn says, I just loved up my turkey toaster. I think that you meant to say, I just loaded up my turkey roaster. Jesse says, that's what I'm going to hunt next here in Arizona, chalcedony. Gotta learn how to spell chalcedony, though. I got so accustomed to the Bastrop, Texas summer heat that in Illinois in September, I was wearing layers of clothing while people were in flip flops, shorts, and tank tops. Yeah, that's the way it goes. It took me a while to get used to this temperature up here. Living in the South for so many years, yeah. But then in summertime, I would be not sweating at all here. Everyone's all dying. Oh, I can't stand it. How can you not be sweating? And I'd say, this is not hot. No, it's not hot. Let's see. Richard says, where I'm at, there's a lot of jasper quartz and obsidian. Yeah, lucky. Okay, joke here. Let's see. As for Corn says, y'all know what you call a 300-pound lesbian? A bush hog. What do you call the same person with a yeast infection? I don't know. Do I have to wait for that one? A Whopper with cheese? Brenna says, truffle pig? Yeah, that's the intellectual reaction. Truffle pig. I like that. Dawn says, maybe this weekend I can get a box of Onondaga made up for you. Jay, let me know you wanted some. Yeah, do that. Just email me if you don't already have my address. I have some Onondaga, but it's all broken up and it's little square chunks also. It's either got cracks in it or it's square chunks. I'd like some Onondaga that's not so blocky, if possible. Doesn't have to be, but let's see. Yeah, someone spelled something wrong here. Hey, everyone. Jordan's here. Better late than never. Yep. 45 minutes late. Mike Mason. Now that I'm in Illinois duck hunting in the winter, I'm used to the cold and hate the heat. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Ed Gould. Want to know how to tell if your best buddy is gay? No. I don't want to have nothing to do with any of that. Why would I want to know that? What's the answer? Let's see. Is the answer hello, Jordan? I don't know. No, because he's just saying hi to Jordan Kirkpatrick. Let's see. Onondaga is great if you can get it without incipient problems. Loved napping it. Oh, yeah. Fourfist, come to the New York napping this summer at Letchworth. Yes. Jay made a couple of videos on the Onondaga I sent him, says Don Reed. Awesome. Yeah, I watched a lot of Jay's videos just so I can see what he's napping. Some of it is terrible. Some of it's pretty good as far as the material goes. As for Corn says, does it require finding out if his da-da-da-da-da-da? I don't want to read that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to read any of that. I've heard too many versions of how to tell your... Yeah. Okay, never mind. I don't want to read any of that stuff. Ross Wellman, I'm in Texas now. You can tell me. I won't tell anyone. Promise. Yeah, you got the little fingers crossed behind your back. I promise I won't tell nobody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. David, hey, Patrick, it's David from UK. Hey, David. It took a long time for you to get a notice on my... Did you get a notification on the video? Jesse says, Jay has been traveling the world looking for stone. Yes, he has. Bill Taylor, when he goes to town... never mind. The chat has gone to crap. Yeah, I'm not reading that crap because the crap's starting to hit the fan over there, so to speak. R. Snyder. Bye, guys. Taking the wife to the movies. All righty. We'll see you. Have fun. Yeah. Eat some goobers and raisinets. Don't forget. Yep. Yep. What do? Oh, I know. My ex-wife was an expert at contraband, movie contraband. Yep. She was an expert at taking stuff into the movies. And there was no way out. I couldn't say I'm not with her. No. Mike Tuff says, "Are you bringing your wife back?" Yeah. If you have a good wife, you're lucky. Yes, yes. You don't want to lose a wife that's good. That's for sure. Ed Gould says, "I used to pick a place where the Red and Beaver Creek come together, and there was a lot of really slick gray pieces all over, but never found a source." Hmm. You mean gray little flakes, probably. Yeah. We got a lot of likes. Yeah, good percentage of likes. I always get a good percentage of likes on my live streams, much better than my regular videos. Yeah. I was just looking at that because people mentioned it in the chat here. Hit the like button, hit the like button. I get a lot of likes on the live stream, but on my regular videos, it's like, hmm, hmm. Must be the same old stuff, I guess. Let's see. David says, "Got some nice flint for you. Slightly different area, but nice stuff. Glossy and black. Be sending you soon." Awesome. Thank you very much, David. Yeah, I will nap some more English flint soon. I found the boxes, and I'm in the process of rearranging my boxes of stuff to put them in order. And I'm going to be going back and forth between glass, obsidian, and chert and all that again. I don't care. I'll just do it. Don says, "I just hit the like button. Yay! Hit the like button for everybody, not just me, because then, if I don't like doing the videos because there's no likes, everyone suffers, I think." Uh, George says, "One Piece was super pop, though. Got some root beer from Danny and it napped super good," says Jordan. But One Piece was super popped. Yeah. It's hard to avoid those that are really cracked. It might look good when you take off the first flake, but you never know. The next flake could be full of those cracks. Brendan says, "I regularly watch new and old vids and try to like the ones I like, which is most, and comment on my faves." All righty. Let's see. Jesse says, "Hey, where is I'm Patrick's ex-wife handle troll person?" Yeah. Yeah. Where did that guy go? Keith says, only piece of English flint I've ever napped was to make a striker for my flintlock." Okay. Makes sense. Let's see. Jesse says, "What age are most of us?" Jesse's turning 49. I'm 62. Just turned 62 in January. Mac Bales. "Hathaway chert outcrops in a relatively restricted area in Vermont along Lake Champlain." Yeah, that's the one I'm going to go for. "I've had 4 to 5 inch chunk. I will send, or 4 to 5 pound chunk. I will send to you if you wish." Mac Bales. "I've got another box from you, don't I?" Because I've been looking at all the boxes and I recognize your name from one of the boxes. But yeah, if you can send me all the Onondaga that you want to send. Yeah. Don Reed is turning 58. Four Fist still on the cigars, Pat? If not, I'm bringing you a stick if you make it to the nap-in. Yeah, I still do the cigar thing on occasion. Yes. If not, I'm bringing you a stick. No, still off the cigars. No, I'm not completely off the cigars. I just don't do it very often. Although I did smoke one yesterday. Yeah. But that's when I finished up all my napping. Yeah. Let's see. As for Corin says, it may not have been Onondaga, I'm remembering, but I got either some of that or some kind of oil chert that looks similar. Anyway, it smells strongly like diesel crude hydrocarbons of some sort. Yeah. Dover chert, I think, smells that way, and some of the other related cherts like Onondaga. Four Fists is 34. Keith Richards is 52. Jordan Kirkpatrick 34. Brennan 38. Mr. Crazy 23. Why don't you comment more, Mr. Crazy? Danny Moore 59. Brennan says, interesting group of ages. Yeah. Let's see. Alan Young, hey. Justin Cornelius is 44. Mike Mason 39. Mac Bales 73. I think you got, let's see, what's the oldest? 75. Ed Gould 75. Almost beat Ed Gould there. Ross Wellman says, I'm in Rockport. Do they find any coral type rock around this coastal area? Rockport where? I mean, what state? UMB is 74 going on 18. Dawn Reed, it's my wife's account. I'm not savvy enough to figure out how to get my own. Yeah, okay. As for Corn's 38. Ed Gould 75. Brennan Laurel can have a light diesel scent. I see. Brian Coffey is 31. Mike Mason, fulgurite, petrified lightning. Oh yeah, that's something I want to see you nap, Patrick. It doesn't nap all that great. It's all lumpy and nasty. I had a piece one time and I didn't want to mess with it. Well, I'll try it. If I can see that there's a clear spot in some of that, I might nap a piece of that stuff. Mike Tufts is 54 and a half. I like the half part. Let's see. Good mix of ages, yeah. As for Corn says, yeah, Mr. Crazy, you should. Hell, I knew everything when I was your age, yeah. At 23, you know everything. Bill Taylor's 58. Brennan says, I am super interested to see the fulgurite, just to see it. Well, it comes in all different shapes and sizes. Just go to a rock shop and ask for it. Or you can look online, yeah. Sometimes if the site is good enough, they'll give you a 3D view of these samples of the different rocks and stuff. You can hit you can choose where to spin it 360. I've looked at crystals like that before and different types of rocks that way. Let's see, fulgurite. Brendan says, I mean to see it napped. Yeah. It's like napping slag glass. It's highly unpredictable. I didn't want to mess with it. Someone at a napping gave me a piece of that. Right? Yeah. Nappings is where you find a lot of the interesting material. And people just have it. They're walking around with it in their pockets. Hey, you ever seen anything like this? This one guy had a base of a Folsom. You ever seen anything like that? I said, this is a Folsom base. He goes, yeah, I know. What do you do with a Folsom base? I've had it for years and just carry it. Dang it. I think it's awesome. You carry around a Folsom base? Man. And, like 1/4 of the Folsom, just the bottom part. You'd be amazed what you find at Nappins, yeah. And then one guy tossed me a Clovis, and it was a cast. And it was when I was brand new. And at first I thought, what the heck? And I caught it, and it was made of plastic. Yeah. Everyone went, we got you. Yeah. You puckered on that one, didn't you? Yes, I did. Holy moly. How many people in here have some Roy Miller's Rock that they are hoarding? Yeah, Flint Ridge. Everyone's hoarding that stuff. I still got stuff I'm hoarding. I got a bunch of flakes. Bill Taylor says, yeah, they're going to bed right now. Let's see. Danny Moore. You going to try Ryan's new stone he's making? No, because it's just high grade porcelain. I can get that if I look for some of the old casserole dishes at thrift stores or yard sales, or they call them what do they call them around here? Tag sales. I can get some um, antique glass or antique porcelain. Some of these casserole dishes are made of that very high grade porcelain. I can try to find some of that, but I'm not going to buy the Nap Easy. I mean, I could. It probably cost me more to buy the Nap Easy than the money I make from the video showing it. But who knows? Might get like 100,000 views on a video like that, because I got a lot of views on my Clorox bottle bottom video. But I think that was a fluke. Let's see. Bill Taylor says, I'm going through it bad right now. What are you going through? As for Corn says, oh yeah, I haven't seen any since, but I got a little bit of silicified ash at the North Georgia Nap-In. Got to try some more someday or one day. Ed Gould says toilet tank. Yeah. That's cheap stuff, but it doesn't nap well. I recommend floor tile over toilet tank any day. Jesse says, I think I would be more interested in the Nap Easy Rock if it came in much bigger pieces. You could really practice reducing. I might be wrong, but Nap Easy seems a bit small. Yeah, for getting used to doing the spalling thing. Yeah, it's very small for that. 1970s olive green Johnstone is similar, says As for Corn. 1970s olive green Johnstone. Yeah, okay. In Texas, the weather is bad. Yeah, I believe it. Did you get a big dust storm? I forgot to check back in my home. Back in the town where my other house is. I think they had a dust storm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I've taken over the expenses here for my dad's house, and my ex-wife is taking care of the expenses at my other house. So, I can't afford to own two houses. I mean, and take care of all the expenses for all that. Just in case you're wondering. Must have gotten a crappy tank, Jack. Yeah, all the tanks that I've gotten have been crappy. Stupid toilet tank. It's always crappy. Yeah. If you can get, well, I don't know how much the Nap Easy stuff is per pound or whatever, but lately I've been getting, uh, I mean, Danny sent me some good Keel Cook. That's what I would mess with. This stuff here that was in the auction, this piece, it napped really, really well. Can't see it now. The light has faded. Anyway, this heat treated Keel Cook is top notch. I wouldn't mess with the Nap Easy unless it's cheaper than Keel Cook. Dawn says, I found an old bottle dump from the 60s and 70s full of those Clorox bottles. Well, heck, you can sell those if you know how to reduce them down into little bifaces. Yeah, they're in demand. Danny Moore says it's not. Four Fist, how many points did you auction off today? I think there were 7. 7 points. And I should check the auction. Hold on. 7 points, and 2 of them are made on video. Yeah. So 5 of them I did off camera. I didn't even notch those, except for one. I made a turkey tail off camera. That's the only one I notched off camera. I have more time to do more blades if I don't notch anything. Let's see. Brennan says that new red jasper color Nap Easy is tempting, but like Patrick said, lots of ways to get it. Lots of people and ways to get porcelain from, and it's more should be, and more it should be, in my opinion, which ain't worth much. Only comes in 3x2, which, like you said, Jesse, is limiting. Yeah. Jesse says the only stone close to my house is leverite. Leverite there. Yes. Four Fist. Okay, I might go bid real quick. Okay, awesome. Four Fist says BRB, be right back. Keith, I found an old Clorox bottle at a thrift store and paid $5 for it. Removed the bottom and started to nap it. Then it broke. Yeah, it's a gamble. It's almost like putting money in a slot machine. Yeah, except you win more than you lose, so it's not as bad as a slot machine. Hopefully, you're getting like 2 good ones out of it, from 2 good ones, and when one broke and one in the worst case scenario. Right now, I'm getting like 5 good ones for one that's not good. The longer you nap, the more good ones you get. Let's see. Dawn says, I'll keep that in mind. The dump is about 100 yards wide by several hundred yards long. Yeah, just start collecting the Clorox bottle bottoms when you have a chance, and then start selling them off. You can advertise on Facebook. They have groups on Facebook that have napping materials as the group name, right? I can't remember exactly, but on Facebook is where to go to sell your rocks or your bottle bottoms or whatever. They've got at least 2 different groups that are dedicated only to napping materials. Brennan says, apologies for spelling errors. That's all right. I think you get a kick out of me trying to read them anyway. Jim Cooper says, I find the tank lid is generally better quality porcelain than a tank and bowl. Yeah, the lids are, I've been to nap-ins where they bring the lid in and just smash it on the ground and then people take pieces of it. Yeah, the lid is good stuff. I mean, relatively speaking. Yeah, you're right about that part. AJ Williams, yay. He says, yo, Pat and groupies. I'm late again, busy eating and watching my 22 deer rodents in my yard. Yeah, they get to be like rodents. Yeah. Especially if you want to grow nice things. You can't grow nice things if you have deer. My brother-in-law has deer in his backyard all the time. And he's got coyotes now too. And I think one of his cats got eaten by a coyote. They were not happy about that. Let's see. Jesse says, I think the Clorox bottle vid blew up as it resonates with newbies looking for something easy to practice and still looms cool, that brown color. Yeah. Newbies might not know much about what stones to get. Right. Brutus, good morning, everyone. I slept in a tad. Yeah, good morning. It's already starting to get dark. See that? See my little light or lack of light sensing candle? It turns on when it gets dark. It's already turned on. That means it's dark. It's getting dark. Yeah. Brendan says the Clorox bottle is something familiar. Yeah. Jesse says, Brendan, I suck at typing on my phone too. Much better on the computer at home. Yeah. Chris says, hey all, Does anyone have an idea how to heat treat mookite in Australia? I'm in Australia and have a supply. Yeah, mookite begins at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. You might need to go hotter than 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Hopefully, someone will chime in. I don't know the range. It depends. Not all mookite is the same. But I think it starts at around 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 hours. But you might need to heat it for longer than that. It's only 4 p.m. where Brutus is. Dang it. Brennan says, everyone has saw the brown glass, so the mind tells itself there may be a chance I can figure this out. Yeah. Let's see. AJ Williams, they've eaten everything this winter, including my poisonous hollies and laurels. Yeah, AJ, you can't have nice things around those deer. You've got some deer that are really aggressive. See, my brother-in-law has plants like hollies and stuff. Well, let's see. Yeah. The deer browse very slightly on his plants. They don't eat it all the way down to the ground. I think they're fed pretty much by the other neighbors, so they don't attack the grounds too much. This is in Texas. My brother-in-law lives in Texas. Let's see. Jim Cooper says, my mom was born and raised in New England, and it's the only place I've seen that does the candle in the window. Yeah. Yeah, everyone, well, not everyone. Everyone who's cool does the candle in the window thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got to be cool. Let's see. Danny has cooked a lot of mook. Yeah, Danny Collins. Just email him, or I think he's on Facebook. His website is flintnappingtraditions.com. I think his email may be on that site. If you look at, I think he has a contact me or whatever button. Let's see. Chris Quinn, tell me about it. Ask for corn. Amen. I find that my failure rate goes down considerably if I can make myself stay on a particular rock type for a spell instead of bouncing around between all different types and qualities. Yeah. Don't do what I do. I bounce around because people ask me to do different things all at the same time. Ask for corn, but that's easier advice than given than to take. Yeah, that's true. Chris Quinn, I'd like to send you a lump of it. Okay, let's see which. I'll go back here. Yeah, mookite. You can send me some. Yep, and I'll experiment with it. Just got to remind me if I don't get to it. Follow up. Yeah, try to follow up on it if you do send me something that valuable. Brutus Thunderhand, howdy, Bill. Dinner time is good. It's a good ways off for me. As for corn, yes, up to 450 on mook. This is degrees Fahrenheit. Up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit on mookite. Okay. As for corn says, those deer need to become nice meals. Oh, yeah. It might taste kind of funny because of their eating habits, though. Four Fists says, okay, cool, done now. No one outbid me, please. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got. I see like 2 new notifications. No, there's more than 2. Let's see what we got. I'm going to check the auction real quick and make sure I've got a like on every one of the bids. Okay. So hold on a minute while I check the bids and making sure I put a like on everything. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got 10 items in this week's auction. Everything's got a bid on it so far, or at least two bids. And it's going well. I've been trying to add more items to the auctions, but it's easier said than done. Let's see. All right. Cool. Yeah, let me know if you want to see something in particular in the auctions. Someone asked me to do the Montel. I'm going to do I'll do some more Montels. There's always someone asking me for a Clovis. I'm trying to group all my Clovis back orders into 1 week so that I can just do a bunch. I have more success doing Clovis if I do them all together. Let's see. Chris Quinn says, got it. Many thanks. Richard Cummings, they're still waiting for the British to come. 1 by land, 2 if by sea. Jim Cooper, we have some deer that love our fruit trees and sleep in our yard. They don't even flinch when you walk by unless you're looking right at them and walking at them. Mom wants to start charging them rent. That'd be an idea. Or you can charge admission to people that want to stare at the deer. Yeah. Recently, I got a nice box of Florida coral, says Four Fist. Gorgeous colors. Gonna biface some tonight. Flakes really easy. Was it heat treat Florida coral? Ed Gould says, there are some deer walking around at the range last week. Awesome. Jesse says he drools over the Florida coral. Yes, some of it's beautiful stuff. As for Corn says, what's the candle for? Like a Melissa Etheridge thing? No, it's just traditional. Yeah. I don't know what it's for. You put one in every window, basically. It has something to do with how they used to light houses back in the old days. Mr. Crazy Waspix, I got some of Danny's heat treat novaculite the other day. It's some great stuff. Oh, yeah. Mr. Crazy. AJ Williams says, got to visit the Million Soul Mine at the end of April. Only 45 minutes from my son's house. There you go. Brennan says, I was writing about the Million Souls Mine. That's some special stuff. Yeah. Mike Mason says, if you knew the art of the punji stick, your garden could make meat. As long as no one catches you doing it. Four Fist, I have an insanely nice piece of mookaite with gorgeous colors and a few chunks of flint ridge that just don't feel skilled enough to go at them. I may literally sit with them a few years. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and delay it until you get better. Jesse says, I made an amazing looming obsidian drill. A lot thicker and more convex. I am guessing the tip is a little too sharp and needs blunting or rounding a bit. Yeah, maybe. You're using the drill for looming to use on a loom? Is that what you mean? AJ Williams, thick art points. That way we can all be artistic. Yeah. That Montel is so fine, says Ask for Corn. Thank you. Jordan says they just get smaller and smaller and smaller. Jim Cooper says, saw a moose near my place a few days ago. Dang. Ed Gould says, got a couple of bids in. All right. Did you get a couple of bids in? I didn't see them last time. Let's see. Let's check. Because sometimes I can't, people can't see your bids, Ed. And sometimes, Ed, you cannot see other people's bids. So let me check here. I think I'm able to see everyone's bids 99% of the time. I did have an issue one time where I couldn't see somebody's bids. I remember that. But it's rare. Okay, I see your bid, Ed, on 7H05. You're in good shape there. Looks like you could see everybody's bids on that one. You might have a bid somewhere else. I'm just skimming through here real quick. Yeah, I just saw one on one of your bids, Ed. Although I might have missed it on another one. Anyways, where did I miss? Rev Nighthawk, hello. That Novaculite says, ask for corn. That Novaculite has to be heat treated crazy hot, doesn't it? Yes, it does. 600 degrees Fahrenheit or more. Mike, Google was asked, can I keep an arrowhead I found? Answer, it is illegal and unethical to collect artifacts on public lands. Artifacts include anything made or used by humans, including arrowheads. Yeah. Public lands are usually off limits to arrowhead collecting. Yeah. In most states, you can't do it. But private land is open for collecting whatever you want, as long as you own the mineral rights. Brutus says, any horns on the moose, Jim? Already shed, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Pottery, basketry, rock art, bottles, coins, metal pieces, and even old cans. Collecting artifacts disrupts the archaeological record. Yeah. Anything you collect will disrupt the archaeological record if you don't keep track of how deep it is or where it is, or, basically do an archaeological style record of what you found. Ed Gould, remember the red lights? I don't know. As for corn, that was possibly just Melissa Etheridge again, often mistaken for a moose or other large ungulate. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think here. There's a couple channels on YouTube that I used to watch. The Townsends, right? They have explanations on various things. They might explain why there's a candle in the windows. But I think it has to do with the way they used to light homes back in the day. They'd keep the candle or the lamp, the kerosene lamp in the window, because that's where the fresh air was, and the lamp or candle would burn better. I think that's what I'm thinking. But it's cool to have the candles in there. I think it looks good. I always wanted to do that, but growing up, we couldn't afford that kind of stuff. My mom would say, "No, we can afford that, Patrick. Don't put anything special." Okay, fine. Let's see. My favorite points are the AG and the clay points. Oh, yeah. Jordan says, my family picked up quite a lot of pieces of debitage in South Dakota and Wyoming. Coffee cans are full. Coffee cans full. Awesome. From the 60s to the 90s. From the 60s to the 90s, used to collect debitage. South Dakota. Wow. I was going to cough, but then I yawned. The yawn canceled the cough. What's on the menu for today's mug? It's actually chocolate water. Yeah. unsweetened chocolate instead of coffee. Aspercorn says, yeah, but Google will still say that about artifacts found underwater and out of context. Yeah. And surface finds too. It'll say that about stuff you find on the surface that has no provenance or provenience. Candle in the windows indicates hospitality. Okay, so it might be a hotel or inn type thing. Awesome. Brutus says, Google says when lighting candles for St. Patrick's as a sign of devotion to make requests, you should choose a green color as it's the most representative, symbolizing hope and abundance. Yeah. Candle lore. Awesome. I still did not try the dandelion root tea, says Mike Mason. There's a guy on YouTube. I don't know if it's Eat the Weeds. I think it was Eat the Weeds. Last time I saw someone make dandelion tea on YouTube. Let's see. Aspercorn says, I concur on the AG points. Check out Catahoula's if you like AGs. Oh, yeah. I like the Hayes and the Turner points better than the AGs, actually. If you ask me, I know you're not asking me, but if you ask me, I like the Turners and the Hayes points better. They're found in similar areas. 04 and 05 are the ones I bid on. Well, I didn't see the 04 bid. Let's see. Okay. You've been outbid on 04. That's why. The highest bid on 04 is 50. So you need to bid more. 05. You got the high bid on 05. But you've been outbid on 04. Okay. Let's see. I found a jutting stone. You mean a nutting stone? In the creek. It has 5 holes, says Reverend Nighthawk. Midbar, some call dandelion root tea cowboy coffee. Yeah, makes sense. I'm trying to think. Is dandelion brought over from the old world into the new world? Is it one of those things they brought over? I think it might be. Dandelion has some of the highest concentrations of vitamins or something like that. It also has a high concentration of oxalates, which is not good for you or not good for your kidneys. But it has other vitamins like vitamin C or something. I don't know. I've tried dandelion before, just raw. It's very bitter, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah. Back when I used to eat salads. Yeah, dandelion's not native to North America, says Mac Bales. Okay, cool. I thought so. I thought it was brought over from somewhere else. Yeah. There's a lot of invasive species or species here that were not here originally, especially in the Northeast. Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at the auction here. We got 30 minutes to go on the live stream. 30 more minutes or so. 35 minutes. The bidding is going pretty good. Let me know if you're having trouble seeing anybody's bids or whatever. And if you bid at the last minute, just be aware that people don't like it and YouTube's time tracker is not always accurate, so that last minute bid might not count. Even though you and I both know you're on time. If YouTube time says you're not on time, you're out of luck. What is YouTube time? There's a little timestamp on your comments that says da 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 ago. Like the bid on a 7H10 was 2 hours ago. The last one. It'll keep track of your time that you bid or that you comment. Let's see. Ask for Corn says, I was surprised how small the AG points really are. Yeah. When I was a kid, I was swimming with some friends at Toledo Bend, and one of them surfaced with a perfect AG found underwater. Yeah. Been trying to find my own ever since. Yep. They are very small, the AG points. Most of them. It's not a cowboy coffee unless you have to use a knife on it. As for Corn says, yes, dandelion is from Europe like mullen. Ah, there you go. Jordan Kirkpatrick. Close to me, there is a place to fossil hunt or hunt for agates. I found a fossilized starfish when I was young with my uncle. He snatched it from me super quick. Never saw it again. Dang it. Your uncle should have let you have it. Jim Cooper. You might try some mint in your chocolate water. It'll cut some of the bitterness without adding sugar. Yeah. We get a dark chocolate bar that does this, and it's tasty. Okay, we get a dark chocolate bar. I can get some of that dark chocolate. Yeah. It has a little bit of sugar, that 90% cacao or the 85% cacao. I could melt that down. Yeah, Jordan says his uncle probably sold that bad boy. Yep, probably so. Usually when someone snatches something from you really quick, it's because of money. My uncles let me have it many times, says Brutus. Let me shut the shades here. I'm going to shut the front windows. Well, close the shades on the front windows. Hold on. I can't reach that one. That one's good. All right. Yeah, because people riding down the street can see inside now. I kept them open earlier because I wanted more light, but it's already pitch dark outside, pitch black. Mike Mason, I got a nephew I'd like to let have it on occasion. Midbar says, my wife snatches any pretty rocks I collect if she likes them. If I had any plans for them, forget it. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Let's see. As for Corn says, tell your uncle that wasn't a starfish. It was a fossilized bison beehole. A chocolate starfish, if you will. It probably even more valuable. It's probably even more valuable if that's what it was, right? I wouldn't tell him that. Hold on a second. Let me close the shade all the way. There it goes. There we go. Now I could not be, I felt distracted whenever I saw somebody drive by. I don't want them looking in the house. Not that there's anything in here. It's mostly bare, and it's going to get even more bare because I'm throwing stuff out. Yeah. Finally got the trailer unburied from the snow. I've been throwing the stuff away. Yeah. I'm clearing a lot of stuff out and converting the little spot back here into an office. I got all my office stuff right here around me in the dining room, and I don't like it. Mm-hmm. So the scenery is probably going to change once I move this setup into the sleeping area over there. Right now, it's got a bunch of junk in it. Yeah. Thomas Thompson. Hey, Pat, do you heat treat Georgetown? Does it make it better? Sometimes yes, to both questions. Sometimes I heat Georgetown, and sometimes it makes it better. but you have to nap it first. Nap it, and if it's really hard to nap, that's when you heat treat it. And I don't go above 350 on my heat treats on Georgetown unless it doesn't seem to do anything, and then I might go up to 400. Some Georgetown actually heat treats at 450 degrees, but I haven't had any that bad. Dawn Reed says yard sale in the spring. Yeah, but this stuff's really old. My dad and my stepmother used to collect stuff, um, and it's not the good kind of old. You know what I mean? It's just old and raggedy. Let's see. As for corn, depends on the Georgetown. Hard to improve upon perfection. Yeah, well, sometimes Georgetown gets on my nerves. I've stopped napping it. As, I've stopped napping it for pleasure. I only nap it when I have to. The stuff I like to nap is the buttery obsidian and hornstone and amoeba chert and lots of the different kinds of heat treats. That's the stuff I like to nap. And 3 inches or smaller. I don't like napping large blades. No, it drives me absolutely insane. I'll do it for the auctions and stuff because right now it's my part-time business. I consider it work. So my mindset changes. I can do it for work, but it's one of those things that feels like work. Midbar says, "Was thinking of these M&M peanuts sure taste funny until I noticed the bag says almonds. What I get for shopping without my glasses." Yeah, but almond M&Ms are pretty good. Jesse says, "Watching you nap the root beer got me seriously interested. Looks like good stone." Yeah, do it. It's good stone. It is. It naps very well in most cases. Yeah. And if it doesn't, you can heat treat it. That's what's good about it. Yeah. But I like it in a raw state. I like high grade raw root beer. Let's see. Can I get a back glow to this? Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. It has a good glow to it. So does the Georgia chert. Yeah, this is Georgia chert. I do like the Georgia chert when it's high. I do like the Georgia chert when it's high grade stuff. This is the high grade stuff here on this one. 7H05. Let's see. Let's see. Obsidian and blood thinners don't go together well. Oh, obsidian and blood thinners. Yeah, if you cut yourself, it just stays cut. There's no stopping that leak. As for corn, good G-Town blue is killer bang for your buck, though. Yeah, the Georgetown blue is pretty nice. Yeah. Anything translucent, you know, uh, it is nice also. Yeah, Georgetown blue is not translucent, but I'm just thinking anything translucent, it makes it a better, in the end, you can look at it with another dimension of awesomeness, you know. Something that shows nice flake scars and is translucent is really nice. And the Georgia chert is one of those things that you can see the flake scars well, and root beer chert too. Yeah. Let's see. Well heated Novaculate beats Georgetown, says I. Yep. Novaculate is much easier to nap KLR 650. Patrick, did you say you were getting most of your rock from Danny Collins? Yes, I'm now getting most of my rock from Danny Collins. Now I am. Yes. I was getting most of my rock from Kurt's Church and from Jeff Head. But lately I've been getting most of my rock from Danny Collins. Yeah. But I still use various vendors and I still buy rocks at Knappings. Yeah. Danny's a very good supplier. Oh, yes. As for Corn says, ha, with blood thinners, you can make quad flow obsidian. Yeah. I had a request. Someone wanted me to send them some quad flow. No, somebody wanted me to send them some triple flow. You get me mixed up with that quad flow joke. Yeah. Um, I, I get requests when I'm starting to run low. It's like they read my mind that I'm running low on something, and then they make the request. I hardly have any triple flow left, and then I start getting requests for it. Mike Mason, beer 30. Cheers, everybody. See you later, Mike Mason. As for Corn says he agrees on the Novaculite. As for Corn says, but the price is the price. Yeah, it is. It is kind of expensive, kind of pricey. Don Reed, I haven't seen you nap a lot of Brazilian agate. Yeah, it's because I don't have much. I got slabs of it though. I can break those out. Let's see. Midbar says best napping rock I find here at the base of the Grand Canyon is gray stuff, not translucent. Still looks like petrified pudding. Mike Mason says he ain't going anywhere. Oh, you're not leaving? Why'd you say cheers, y'all? Okay. Because you're just going clanky, clank the glasses together. I'm used to the guys in the UK going cheers and then bye. Yeah, he's enjoying his beverage with the fine people here. Yeah. Let's see. We got about 15 minutes left in the live stream. We actually have more likes than the number of people watching. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Ed Gould says, I'm having some hot damn schnapps. Schnapps is too strong for me. Mike Mason, I'm from Texas, bro. Jesse says, Midbar, is the gray stuff at the base of the canyon a chert? As for Corn says, might be mudstone. I don't know. Could be anything. If it's gray, so many different kinds of stone are gray. It could be silicified sandstone also, not just chert. Lots of cherts are gray, but you can also get silicified sandstone and sometimes petrified wood. Manstone? Yeah. I say mudstone, but it might have sounded like manstone. Don Reed says, talking rock porn with no sword fighting fellers? What's that mean? Jim Cooper says, ever tried an acid brand cigar? Yeah, I just don't like the infused tobacco. But it's good. It makes me feel sick after a while. I like the taste of the acid brand, but most of their cigars are infused, as far as I know, with flavors. Yeah. I didn't turn on my pig light. Yay, pig light. What's a pig light? The oinker lamp. It's an oinker lamp or a pig light. Yeah. I didn't buy it. That's a leftover. As for Corn says he doesn't what he definitely tried acid and cigar together. Jim Cooper says, my dad loves them and I like my pipe tobacco. It's nice and mellow. Yeah. I do like the pipe tobacco too. But the cigars have become my favorite. Midbar says, yes, Jesse breaks and acts like chert, very fine grain. It's not sandy. Can have oddities in it. Mm. Charlotte's lamp. Yep, that's right, Brennan. Sword fight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't want to ask what that means. Let's see here. No, not that one. I got to push the correct buttons here on the phone. If I don't push the correct buttons, everything goes haywire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this helps a little bit. So we've got how much? Yeah, about 15 minutes left on the live stream. Get your questions in before time's up, or you'll be lost in limbo. I missed the live stream. Now I'm in limbo. When is the live stream? Does it last like 10 minutes? Because I can never find it. No, it's a 2-hour live stream 3 times a week. I don't know what to do. I got people that say, I missed it. When is it? I don't know how you can miss it when you're on YouTube 24/7. How do you miss it when you're on YouTube like 16 hours a day almost? Yeah, 24/7 is an exaggeration, but some of you guys are on YouTube 16 hours a day. Let's see what happens here. The pig light is a pig light nappable. Oops, I snapped it. It probably is made of porcelain, nappable porcelain. Yeah. Jesse says, I napped a blade in front of a campfire light. I didn't think I would be able to see well enough, but I swear a new part of my brain opened up. One of my best points. Felt connected with the ancestors. Oh yeah. It's amazing you can nap in low light conditions. As for corn, or don't touche. Forgot what that translated to. Hot D is 100 proof hot. Mike Mason says, Patrick, did you ever play D&D? Oh, yes. Yeah, for 4 years. Dungeon Master and everything. D&D and advanced D&D. And I think I even did the second edition stuff before everyone went their own ways. Sometimes we would play by, I played by Zoom or something similar. Yeah, I was a big D&D guy. As for corn, I usually have a podcast playing while I'm working, but often don't get a notification when live stream starts. Just a heads up. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube doesn't send out notifications very well. Brutus says, the only joy of being disabled, YouTube 16 hours a day. Yeah. Danny Collins, hey. Hanging with the Rocking Pups Adventures, napping and listening to the show. Awesome. Jesse says, that's cool, Brandon. As for corn, hopefully he means hot damn the beverage. Yes. Stidely Designs. What is that? Is that a little ghost emoji? As for corn says, what about MTG? I don't remember what MTG is. Brennan says, rogues do it from, yeah. Mike Mason, Jesse, I agree. I didn't think I couldn't nap in the dark either. Seems like another sense fills the void. Yeah. Everyone said hi to everybody. As for Corn says, Magic the Gathering. Oh, yeah. Not Marjorie Taylor Greene, I mean. Yeah, yeah. No, I never did Magic the Gathering. That's probably why I don't recognize MTG. Justin Cornelius, D&D nerds. Me too. Yeah. I'm thinking of doing some arrowheads that maybe the elves would use or the hobbits would use or orc type arrowheads. Start inventing some styles that could fit maybe Lord of the Rings style archery. Let's see. Mike Mason. What was your favorite character in D&D? I played twice. Kept being a tri-queen. I don't know what that means. My favorite characters were always clerics. Yeah, although I would run sometimes two or more characters. If I ran more than one character, it would be a cleric and a magic user. And let's see. I did run some other ones. See, once you get more advanced in D&D, you can play more than one character. So my first choice was the cleric and then a magic user. And then if I had a third one, it would be somebody like an NPC type, expendable. It couldn't be a player type, but I could control what he did or what the creature did. Maybe a small dragon or something. But that was rare. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Jim Cooper says, I play MTG. You do? Interesting. KLR 650. I don't think Danny Collins ships to the 51st state. No, he don't ship to Canada. Dang it. I ship to Canada all the time. 2 or 3 times a month. Brennan, D&D class type equals rogue. You like the rogues? That's for core. Oh, D&D type 2 class. See, I don't think, rogues are in the second edition or something like that. I don't know. I would play the first edition a lot. Ass Butters here. Hey, what's up? I'm shooting my bow right now. You're outside listening to the podcast? Mike Mason. Hi, everybody. Yeah, some people are joining just before the end of the live stream, or they've been lurking the whole time, didn't comment. Jordan says, "Hey, Danny C, thanks a bunch for the box of rocks." Oh yeah, I got something from a subscriber. Almost forgot. I was excited. Let me see it. First name. Charles Perriott sent me a box that contained a puzzle of the Harper collection, Texas Bird Points. This is a puzzle, 1,000-piece puzzle. Texas Bird Points, Harper collection. This is awesome. He sent me his business card and everything. Very nice gift. And I can't remember if we exchanged emails or not, but that was awesome. That arrived today. So if you're watching, thank you very much. I got some other stuff too, but that was yesterday or the day before. And I've already forgot who sent it. Ask for Corn or Game of Thrones Dragon Glass. I don't know. Jim Cooper, I just finished a video game set in the Paleolithic. Really? Video game? You just finished a video game? Now, did you design the video game or were you playing it? Probably playing it. You said her name, MTG. Yeah. I might have slurred my words a little bit, but yeah. What's wrong with that? Let's see. Brutus says a high school classmate and a good friend created Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering. You know that guy? Wow. Jesse says, Patrick, has a movie production ever asked you to make points or weapons for their show? Yes. but not points or weapons. It was actually a sinew bowstring. Yep. And I made it for a horse bow that was, one of those Mongolian type horse bows, and it was for a movie. And they said it needs to be authentic, it needs to be sinew, and the exact dimensions are such and such. And it took me 2 weeks to make it because it had to be exact. And it in the movie, it was shown. Uh, it was shown to be damaged after a while because I guess the horse archer got into a fight, and I guess the string got damaged during the fight or whatever. So it needed to be damageable and natural, which was an odd request. So they ruined it. It took me 2 weeks to make it, and they ruined it. I didn't get to see the movie. I don't know why. They sent me a link, but I never got to see it. Good idea on elf points. Yeah, I'm going to make some elf points out of green glass, I think. Brutus, what's his name? Yeah, Brutus, what's his name? Okay, I'm missing something here. Yeah, I'm missing a bunch of these comments. Hold on. Thryakeen is an insecticide race that resembles a praying mantis and has 4 arms. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've never played odd races in D&D. Odd meaning, different ones. Just the normal ones. Don Reed says, rare like the piggy lamp. Yeah. Ken McLaughlin. Insect-like, sorry. That's okay. As for corn, what is the 51st, Canada or Greenland? Canada, so far. That's what they've nicknamed it. Justin says, agree, elf and orc points would be cool. Yeah, I'll do some. Brutus, he lives 3 blocks away. Wow. KLR 650. Greenland is territory. Yeah. Greenland is a lot closer to being absorbed by the U.S. Canada's probably going to put up a fight for sure. Not only that, but there's a lot of weirdness going on in Canada. So I don't know how good that would work for us. Brennan, go forth comedy. Imagine that there's a crossbow throughout all of us. Crossover throughout all of us almost for Dungeons and Dragons and flint knapping. Interesting. Rogues are a newer class. That's why I figured I would say something. Yeah. Yep. Asper says, yeah, he's got his headphones on while he's shooting his bow. Yep. Yeah, it's a good gift, that puzzle. I'm gonna start putting it together. Let's see. Fancy Primal, right. Yep. Far Cry Primal. Devin Pinon, hey. How's it going? You made it just in time because I'm going to say goodbye in 3 minutes. Jim Cooper, yeah, Corn. Devin, nice points this time. Thank you. Brutus says he asked me to come do art for magic cards, and I declined because he couldn't pay me. My ship pulled up to my porch, and I didn't get on it. Dang it. Let's see. Very cool, Brutus. I've been playing Magic for about 20 years. Wow. That's a long time for sure. I've played D&D for a long time, but I only have one person now that is interested in playing it anymore. One friend of mine. And coincidentally enough, his name is Kevin. All right. Ask for corn. Thumb ring shooter. Yeah, I made a bowstring for a thumb ring shooter. A month or so later, he told me that they went to a game con and got 1 million orders. Arg. Yeah. You missed out. Mike Mason. My bow stave Log is still curing. No crack so far. 1 more month. Very good. As for corn, the Mirkwood elves could hit a bird's eye in the dark. Oh, yeah. Don Reed says, what states are everyone in or from? I'm in Vermont right now. I'm from New Hampshire and I lived in Texas for about 30 years. So I don't know where I'm from. As for corn, if you do orc points, try and put a white handprint on them. Yeah, but those are Urukai. But I'll try that too. On orc blade, I'll put a white hand on it. Brutus Thunder, Southeast Washington. As for corn says, yeah, but they burned the White House one time. They're due for a fight. Oh, yes. Devin says, I've been obsessed with Critical Role D&D live games lately. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Brutus, Ken was an awesome DM. My DM for several years. Awesome. Mike Mason, I hope you have a great auction, Patrick, in case I don't get to say in a few minutes. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Mike. Same here. Remember when Trample was a new thing? Louisiana. As for Cornland is from Louisiana. Ask Butter is from Alabama. Mike Mason says, behind the Iron Curtain of Illinois here. Brennan is from Indiana. Don Reed from New York. Bill Taylor, I'm in Oregon. I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good night. All right, good night. It's now the end of the live stream. Jordan says, have a good night, everyone. Nap easy. See you all Wednesday. Yeah, next live stream is Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll be napping in my kitchen. Yes. Have a good night, everybody. Yes. Thanks, Brennan. Have a good night also. As for Corn says, but the Canucks did kind of invent a modern sniper to their credit. The book Rifleman Goes to War was a good read. Ed Gould says, you young fellers are wearing me out. Night. Jim Cooper says, night, guys. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for participating in the live stream. And we'll see you on the next live stream or the next video. All right. Thank you very much. Good night.